approximately 12 million mosquitoes.
Hello and welcome to Surviving the Apocalypse, the Nerd's Way. I am your host, John.
And I, as always, am your host, Adam.
I thought you were a cybernetically engineered clone of yourself.
You can't prove it. I've destroyed the real Adam.
Your eyes are glowing red right now.
Our listeners don't know that. And now, yours will as well.
Oh, no.
Oh, what a fun time.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Now I am a clone of John.
That is the weirdest thing ever. So yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and any stray animals that may be listening to this podcast.
What?
I say unto you, woof woof, meow meow, chirp chirp. We begin today's
What sound
episode.
does a turtle make? Like, what if a turtle is...
Yep.
I don't think they make sounds.
I can't imagine they do, actually.
Please tweet us if you know what sound a turtle makes.
Yes, or what does the fox say? Nope. So,
what does the fox say?
Please, don't. Yeah, chicka-cha. So, anyway.
This has been a weird intro.
It has indeed. Oh, no, I'm getting rid of that.
What do you do? Are you on your computer instead of doing the podcast, Adam?
Yes. There we go. So, anyway, it's... I know this is early yet, but in about 2 hours and 4 minutes... at this time of recording, of course.
Oh, yeah.
My dear friend John will be celebrating his birthday. So happy birthday, John. Yay!
Oh, thank you. I did a lot to get this old, such as eating food so that I stay alive.
Indeed. You did not... Oh, God, I said the word. You will not survive much longer, though, I have determined. Because whilst out at dinner today...
What?
Because as we've said before, one of the only reasons we do this podcast is for us to we go out for a meal before a podcast, essentially. Anyway, so John put forth this game. I proposed a game of riddles because we're nerds and that's just what we do. But John put forward this game, and me and his wife, Caitlin, were perplexed for some time. I very quickly cracked that it had something to do with but I couldn't crack what the thing was.
Well, now you've just spoiled the game for people.
Regardless, that's fine. But tell us, John, how does it begin?
I want you all to come with me on a journey to a valley of green glass doors. So the way the game works is there's pairs of things that you are told about. So, for instance...
I will say, for instance, let's just say there are fridges but no lights.
No, that's incorrect.
Correct. Yes, that is incorrect, yes. But a correct statement
might be there's chairs but no... there's stools but no chairs.
Yes.
Whoops. Don't get it around the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Or there is peppermint but no chamomile.
That was one I used.
That was a good one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's pools but no oceans.
Mm-hmm. Or water. Pools but no water. That's another good one.
That's confusing, isn't it?
Yes. There are walls but no stone.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. There's a roof but no ceiling.
Yeah. So, anyway, these are the type of questions you ask. And, you got to get it right, and it's all about, you do it in a group of people, so
and
that
each
way
person
one person will figure it out. And
if you figure it out, the idea is, you keep it to yourself, but you keep positing ideas, and then everyone's like, how do they keep getting it right? I have to say, though, Adam, I'm pretty disappointed. You gave up after a little while and just started to talk to my wife and ignore me completely so the game would stop. I thought you would keep going.
Well,
but
I was thinking about it because it really bugged me. And because, yes, I figured out what it had to do with. But nothing came of fruition of that. So I just started going through philosophy and none of that worked. So
your brain just comes up with all these connections and they all turn out to be false until you find out the right one.
Yeah. And so it's really good. So we're going to leave that with you.
And tweet us, and we will say yes or no to
or
your
email,
assertions.
One or the other. And hopefully you'll be able to figure it out.
Good luck.
Wow, that's the sound a turtle makes.
Yeah.
After it's swallowed a frog.
Yeah.
John, I have been looking through the internets.
Oh, this is going to be good.
The World Wide Web. And I thought to myself, what skills are required to survive the apocalypse? And there's this article that comes up with 25 skills every man must master to survive the apocalypse.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we're going to go quickly.
I'm going to have 0 of these.
Actually, no, I don't think you will. So I haven't read through this article, right? I've opened it, and we're going to go through it together, and we're going to quickly go through each of these points and decide if we have the skill that's needed. Okay. So skill number 1, surprising, is master eBay, which means, all right, this isn't an apocalypse survival skill. It's prep work. That's right. You're friendo. You're a prepper now. Get used to it. There's a lot of cheap survival gear to be had on eBay. So get on there and buy yourself a Chinese machete. So, do you reckon you have mastered eBay, or do you use eBay enough to consider yourself quite proficient with it?
Yes.
Really? Okay. I must say I'm adequate, not master of it. I've looked through all the cheap stuff, but it's cheap stuff, and it will break very quickly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I might go too cheap. That's my problem with eBay.
All right, so we'll both say we need to work on that.
Okay.
I think you've got the upper hand on this one for sure.
Okay.
Eat wild plants without dying.
Ooh, good.
So when, you're out there dodging stuff, you're going to have to find time to have something to eat, poach, whatever. But every now and then you're going to need to forage. So which leaves and berries will nourish you, and which will turn you into a seeping mass of a horrifying goop.
What?
So I reckon you've got the upper hand in that for sure. I don't have anything.
Key is just don't risk mushrooms ever.
Yeah.
You're likely to get it wrong.
That's fair. Good advice. Okay, hunting and fishing. I'm pretty good at both.
I once caught a fish. We were fishing together. It escaped before I managed to reel it in.
So you didn't catch a fish.
It could have been a boot. So I'm going to say no points for me for that one.
Now, Paleolithic handyman skills.
What?
So, you may have
like a hammer made of stone or something?
Yeah, I guess so. But to ensure you survive, you need to learn how to make tools out of sticks and roots and rocks. So, an axe will only last so long. So you need to learn how to sharpen it and which rocks and what to use on what.
Oh, yeah.
You'd
be better at sharpening than me.
Like how to make vines into ropes or fibers into ropes and stuff like that. So that would be good. Another one is animal husbandry. I don't think I could because I like animals. Like, if I grew close to an animal, I'd want to keep it forever.
Wait, so husbandry, is that when you kill it? What?
Kinda, yeah, like raising to kill.
Oh, okay.
Or, not just that, I mean, they help you survive. Like, it depends on the... That's not a blanket statement, essentially. Husbandry is like caring for animals.
Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
So, yeah.
I have no idea whether I've got any of these so far.
Oh, no, you've got this one. Gardening and seed saving.
Yes.
Number 6.
I actually am doing that. I just planted all the seeds I saved from last year.
Oh, yeah?
I've got broccoli, capsicum, pumpkin. It's good. Still got yet to plant my sunflowers.
And you don't use any, fertilizers or chemicals, do you?
No, I just use compost.
Yeah,
that's all.
So, that's it. Food preservation is number 7.
Ooh, okay.
So, salts and meat and things like that.
I reckon I can get this one too, because in the fridge... Oh, nuts, I said fridge. But I'm pretty sure you don't need a fridge for this. I've got pickles going.
Oh, right.
It's a good way to conserve...
vinegar.
Yes, but I guess I don't know how to make the vinegar. All right, I won't mark that one down. I've got 2 so far.
So we need to learn how to make this type of stuff, like how to harvest salt. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff.
I have actually harvested salt before from the ocean.
Oh,
Just leave it in, obviously, a bucket to evaporate, and then you're left behind this, salty goodness. Did it for fun one time.
Just for fun? Just got a bucket out of the ocean and took it home? Left it in the sun?
Yep.
How long did it take to evaporate?
I think I left it a day or 2.
Oh, right. How much water?
It mustn't have been much. I don't know. I can't remember now. Maybe I left it for longer, like a week or something. It was when I was much younger.
Yeah.
But I think the key is to get some way of catching the evaporation. So not only do you get the salt, which will be handy for food preservation, but also you get clean drinking water.
Fun. All right, so construction. Being able to construct things, so...
I built a TARDIS once, a little one.
Yeah, you did. That was pretty cool.
Probably not that useful.
So we need to learn how to build like a solid structure.
Yeah.
So like a proper lean-to. Like that primitive... YouTube channel was pretty cool.
Yeah, primitive technology.
Water purification. So there are certain plants that can be made into water purifiers.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So you just need to accept the fact that you're never going to have a mojito again. Yeah, unfortunately. So yeah, need to figure out that. Yeah, it's quite late here.
I'm yawning.
Yeah.
I mean, woo! But I gotta go. Energy podcast.
I mean, before we started, John got up and did a little dance, like to psych himself up. But, you know, whatever. First aid and medicine is number 10. So we're both pretty proficient in first aid.
Oh yeah, I've just gotten my certificate for first aid training today, and also CPR and something else. I can't remember. Probably if I can't remember, I didn't deserve the certificate.
I have a pretty decent idea of medicines. All my family are nurses, so I've heard a whole bunch of stuff about medications and all that fun stuff. Glorious. All right, so number 11 is fisticuffs. So
I'm terrible at this.
So
when we went to
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu,
I lost all the time to both Adam and Steve.
That was fun, with. That was horrifying. Too much sweating. But yes, you need to be proficient in that. So you need to buff up with that. One thing I'm definitely not going to be good at is mechanics. So fixing cars and things like that. Like motorcycles, all that type of stuff. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I have fixed a couple of things. So, I've pulled over to the road a couple of times where someone's had their hood up and helped them out.
No.
And, when I was working one time, there was a lady outside one of the loading docks. So I get out of the car and I walk over and I was like, oh, is everything all right? And because, she was looking a bit nervous. And so I walk over and she's just like, oh yeah, the car won't start. I don't know what's wrong with it. So I stick my head in and I'm just like, oh, don't know what I'm doing. But whatever the problem is, it's always the alternator. So I find the alternator and I hit it a couple of times with my torch and sure enough, it started up. So she cancelled the RSC and went home. So I was like, yeah, that's right.
That's so
cool mechanic. Yeah, just call me Mechanic Ads. That's great. So yeah. Now this one I've loved the idea of it. Soap and candle making. I'd love the idea to make a candle.
Yeah, because of Ori.
Yeah, well, yeah.
From Name in the Wind.
Yeah, but like even before that, just like I like candles. They're cool, you know?
Yeah, good way to smell delicious.
Or not even the scented one, just more like just illumination. I mean, how easy is it to light your home nowadays compared to like the 19th century, you know?
And when power goes out.
Yeah. So we need to learn how to make soap and candles.
My mother-in-law can do that.
Oh,
so
really?
I have to learn.
Yeah, that's cool. Blacksmithing. Now, I've always wanted this. Always.
Goodness, this would be so much fun.
I just want to create this epic sword, and call it Dawnforge.
Episode 100 special, we're gonna go and forge our own swords.
Wow, alright. Jeez.
Start saving up now.
So this one would be for you, and Steve, I guess. Irrigation. Being able to move water around to, like, water plants and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Do that at the beach with the nieces and nephews. Dig out the trenches to get the water
Maybe
going.
not you. So, alternative fuel usage. So, stuff to do with, like, solar panels, like animal fats, things like that, like tree sap.
When
basically whatever you can salvage.
Pokemon Go was super popular, I got a solar-powered battery.
Oh, really?
So I could leave it in the sun and charge up my phone and keep playing Pokemon Go.
That's cool. Battery packs do the same thing.
But mine was also it was both battery pack and solar to charge its own battery.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So beekeeping.
It's broken now though. So.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Beekeeping?
Yeah, beekeeping is number 17. So beekeeping. So everyone out there, you may or may not know, and recently, so all our vegan friends out there, it's been discovered that avocados are not vegan friendly.
What?
Yeah. Because they are not naturally sourced, in a sense. They use bees as an exploitation. So what happens is, through like avocado crops and things like that, this was on QI, and they research all the facts and stuff like that. And what they do is they put beehives in the back of these trucks and drive through like avocado, like orchards, plants, whatever, plantations, or around that to speed up the germination. Thank you. So yeah. So technically, because it's an exploitation of bees, they're not vegan friendly. But beekeeping, folks, huge. Like honey is one of the most it's the quickest absorbing thing in your system. So if you're needing a boost of energy, just have a teaspoon of honey.
It's also useful if there's one of your member of your crew is out of it. You can actually pour honey down their throat, and that is a good way to make them choke to death, or if you're lucky, keep them alive because they need the food source.
I like it. That's cool. So yeah, that's cool. Masonry.
Ooh.
Do you reckon you'd be able to carve stone?
Definitely not.
No? Yeah, neither me.
I've still only got 3 of these skills so far.
Cobbling.
Oh yeah, I can put together some shoes. You better know. No, I can't.
No, you'd be fine with that. So cobbling is like the being able to make or repair shoes. And you better believe it, shoes will be important. This one probably won't come up as much, but piloting, like piloting a plane or a helicopter, might be a good thing to have to make a quick escape, or if you find something that you could use. This one is fun. This one I think I'd be good at. Spear and staff wielding. So spear fighting and staff wielding. I'm quite good with the quarterstaff. And a spear is essentially the same thing with a sharp point. So those are good fun. I think we should practice with staves.
Yeah.
Beat the crap out of each other.
We need to go to Bunnings, buy some staves, staves, just cut them in half, start battling it.
I think that's a good idea.
Put a live stream it, and when one of us dies, we'll get 1 million views.
Get like a fractured skull or something. Yeah. All right, number 22. We're closing in now. Boating. So being able to find, repair, maintain a boat, sail it, being able to... I'd love to get a boat captain's license, so that way you can, learn this type of stuff. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So this one, master the seasons. So being able to withstand the cold or the heat.
Yeah.
Once again, we're pretty lucky in Australia. It can get very hot, but it's easy to find shade.
Yeah.
Don't get too excited, John. Jeez.
What is sleeping on this list?
Yeah, might be. Patience is number 24.
Oh, okay.
I think you're pretty patient. You put up with me all the time. And the last one, I have no idea why this is on here, but looking good while doing it. So apparently, staying alive is great.
You've got this, Adam.
But you don't want to look like Bigfoot with acne. Should you eventually find a mate out there in the great wide, a post-apocalyptic world, master all the skills above with such a degree that you don't make the last woman on Earth puke into a compost pile. So there you go. That's this is the Adult Man website. And that is some of the skills, apparently, according to them, that you will need to survive the apocalypse.
Okay, that's... Yeah, I didn't do well. I only got 4.
Well, let's not... I don't think we should probably put so much effort into that, but yes. Great, now you make a bee yawn.
This is going to make for thrilling listening material.
All right.
Oh, well, hope you did well at home with those skills. Let us know how you did. If you get more than 4... You can be the new host of Surviving the Apocalypse the Nerd's Way.
John, you want to say something about a TV show?
I do indeed.
I'm skipping ahead, yes.
Wait, you are jumping all over the place. What happened to our plan?
No plan.
Okay.
Plan's out the window.
I'm very scared. Okay. Okay, so... The new season of Doctor Who is out. Now, we did talk about it, and if you listen to the episode that I was guest on Screen Review Time Warp... I was very excited to this new season 11 of Doctor Who, which is my favorite TV show by far. All right, what can I say? So the first 2 episodes are out. I think one of the things I was excited for is them upping the quality of the lenses so that it looks more like a film, not low budget BBC.
You were really, really excited about the cinematography of this. Yeah.
And they've done well. The lenses look fantastic.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It looks like a old school movie, and that is amazing. However, the cinematography itself, I am a little bit unsure about this new director. And maybe it's just because I'm too picky, because it is my favorite show ever. But some of the scenes, it will focus too much on the characters and not enough on what's going on.
Right.
Now, it's way worse when you show too much of what's going on and you don't show the characters and the actors, because then people feel detached. But the problem is you can't see what's going on because of the way it's edited and directed. It's shots and shots of the characters and you're like, what are they talking about? What's going on? And it feels like a little bit disjointed.
How does it compare to like previous Doctor Who seasons?
I'd say previous Doctor Who seasons had a really good pace and tone, which was good. I think a lot of it was let down by, like, the only thing that ever is wrong with Doctor Who is the writing and the premises. They just choose something ridiculous like aliens with bad flatulence and stuff. It's just like, how is that ever gonna make for a good episode?
You never know.
So that's what tends to let the show down, less so than the technical side. Yep. So I don't know. I think that they'll get more into it as the episodes go on. Like, I know they don't shoot the episodes in order, but I feel like as the episodes go down, we'll have more of an opportunity to see parts that they film later on when they've got everything down. But yeah,
I did not know that they didn't shoot in order though.
Yeah, no, and for most TV shows you don't shoot in order because, like, scheduling, like, it takes a lot to make sure you've got everything available and you want to pick certain episodes that are best to start off with.
This is why I couldn't be an actor, because I'd just be like, I have to do this in chronological order.
Yeah, and like, actors will read working or complete scripts from prior episodes to see what their character has just gone through.
Yep.
So a good example of this is the episode, what's it called? It's the Angel ones early on in series 5, Crash of the Byzantium.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's Flesh and Stone. One of the episodes, that was the first episode they ever filmed of season 5 of Doctor Who.
Oh, really?
So that was our first, like, the photos of, that's the new TARDIS, because it was all exciting. It was the first time Doctor Who had changed since the reboot. So it's the photos of them on that beach on the landing in the Angel episode. That was actually the first episode they filmed. So the way Matt Smith behaves and the way Karen Gillan behaves, and that kind of set the tone for everything else. And they actually, it feels like that episode almost feels like, now they're who we thought they were. But that was what they started with. Yeah. And they went backwards for the first episode of, like, not quite knowing each other well and having to do that whole dynamic. So they did really well.
They really did.
But of course, Alex Kingston playing River Song out of time zone, out of sync with everyone else.
It messes with your head when you consider the time element of Doctor Who. Like, it's, especially when you throw in filming. I mean, it'd be like, okay, so we filmed episode 5 first, but this is River Song's 7th episode because her backwards.
First episode that she's ever in real life is actually the last one for her character's timeline. That must be hectic. Yep. Anyway, so back to the new series. I think Jodie Whittaker's doing a good job and they've created a great character for her and she'll be very likable. I do worry that people won't receive the episodes well just because it feels a little bit disjointed at times because of the editing and the directing.
Right. Yep. But overall, is she a good doctor?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Does she... I love all the... Like, it's so difficult for me to rank the doctors.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I love David Tennant, right? He's Bay, okay? But Peter Capaldi is Fam. I love Matt Smith as well. Like, the problem with me for Matt Smith is that I know he's yours.
Yeah.
So, like, I have no claim to him whatsoever because I know that you have him all tied up. But it doesn't matter about any of these loser doctors, okay? That's including... Yeah, that's right. That's including Peter Capaldi, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Jodie Whittaker. Because none of them are the mistress. She's the one who holds everything, right? Loud, lazy, angry Scotsman must have lost a game. Go about your business, folks. I love her so much.
Oh, Missy, yeah, wow. If you haven't watched Doctor Who, watch it just for her. Yeah, just for Missy. Because, like, she's worth it.
The reason why I like Missy is because through so many series, like Game of Thrones or any, like, popular series, right? The villain is always some arching nemesis who's super powerful and ominous. Missy's just the Lord of Chaos, essentially. She's fun. She brings this... Oh, she's evil. She's villainous, but she's fun. So, yeah, I like it. Yeah, she's cool.
It's because you've watched the ending of that now with World Enough in Time and where they...
I can't bring myself to it because I know this is the end of her.
How do you know that?
Because
that
you told me, I think.
Oh,
someone
whoops.
else. I think
well, that may or may not have actually been true.
Yeah, don't raise your eyebrows at me, John.
You'll have to watch it and find out.
Yeah, I know. It's just
really interesting episode.
Yeah, I just like Missy. But that simulation thing kind of threw me a little bit as well. That was good.
After the monks.
Yeah, but I love the thing that we both did the 1, 2, 3, 16. You know, the same number. That was brilliant. That was good. Anyway, so yeah, that was very good. So Doctor Who. So far, these 2 episodes, what would you rate them out of 10? And I'm taking the rule from Screen Review. Can't give it a 7.
I would say the first one, 7.1.
Yep. All right.
The second one, I'd have to say 5.8.
Oh, really?
I knew what they were going for, and they had some really cool concepts and really good characters that were getting developed, but it just didn't all come together well.
Right. Unfortunate. But
they're starting to foreshadow the plots for the whole series, so it's interesting. I think it'll be good. 10 episodes, apparently, so... Not quite as long as the other seasons.
That makes me sad.
But the episodes are slightly longer, 50 instead of 45 minutes.
Oh, right, okay.
The first one's a whole hour. And
well, I mean, that's what they're doing with Game of Thrones for this season, for the next season, is they're like an hour and a half long.
Oh, okay, because normally they're 1 hour long episodes.
Yeah, something like they're going full cinematic stuff, I think.
Yeah, TV is going... I think TV and movies are swapping, right? This is a divergent, but think about it. You've got... TV was always the traditional, you would have your characters and each episode would develop them and you'd get to know more of what was going on. Now, with the Marvel Universe, that is what's happening. You just get a new movie comes out and it's slightly more of the story. New movie comes out, slightly more of the story. And TV shows have gone the opposite direction with one continuing plot going through. So think about Stranger Things. You can binge all those episodes and it feels like you've just watched one continuous thing going on, right? So because of the way people consume TV shows at home, they will binge multiple episodes. So people are moving in that direction of you're yawning while
I binged watched 24 episodes of 7 Deadly Sins in a 14-hour period or something.
So it's just like a really long movie. And I was talking to a coworker today and he said he's going to watch the entire second season of Westworld in one day tonight. He's watching it right now.
Oh, wow, okay. Good luck to you. Remember, stay hydrated. That's the key.
For doing a marathon.
Marathons, yep, stay hydrated. Get up and do some butt clenches just to make sure you don't tire yourself out.
An hour each. And if he starts at 6 o'clock, that's 4 in the morning that he's done. Whew.
That's pretty average.
That's, for you, that's that's a half marathon, you know? But, so, it's interesting. So I think that we're having that switch over.
Yep, that's a total thing. Yeah,
never mind. But the effects are great. It feels like I feel like watching the trailer and stuff. I feel like it's cool. Whereas Doctor Who before was kind of uncool, nerdy, geeky. You'd be kind of embarrassed to say you're a fan of it.
Yeah.
But now it's that looks cool. But I just want it to be great. And at the moment, it's good.
Okay, that's fair.
But I'm going to reserve my judgment. I still highly recommend everyone
you're a fanboy. That's the problem.
Yeah, I have too high expectations.
Yeah, and you're biased, and you have a high expectation. That's the thing. I mean, I've said it before, one of the most enjoyable movie experiences I've ever gone into was Ant-Man.
Yes.
Because I went in with such low expectations. I was just this is going to be... And then I went out and was like, that was amazing. It was so much fun.
And I think that's why so many people enjoyed it, because we had no... So that's why I haven't seen the second, because now my expectations are too high.
Too high, exactly. Yeah, I haven't seen the second either.
Anyway, let's stay tuned. I will not stop talking about this show because it is my favourite.
That's fair.
And so you'll hear more about the season when it ends.
We'll be doing the same thing with Game of Thrones, essentially, when it comes out. We'll be doing reviews of every episode.
Like every frame of the episode.
Exactly.
Like, was that the Night King, like, winking in this scene? Is Bran the Night King?
Yeah.
Well, obviously, yes.
Oh, no. Oh.
Jon is Bran, is Ned Stark. Everyone is the same character. There's only one character in the show.
Eddard Stark comes back.
That'd be so cool if they resurrected. It would reduce the impact, but I just love Sean
It
Bean.
won't happen, but same here. Yeah, I would love for it to happen. You know what's crazy, right?
Okay.
I was looking, total off topic. I was looking, anything to do with, everyone knows, anything to do with Lord of the Rings, I'm just like, ooh, squee.
Yeah.
Right? So
really you watch Game of Thrones only because it's like, there's a guy from Lord of the Rings in it.
No, different topic. I was online and I was looking at something, and it's, one of the articles was, Lord of the Rings cast, where are they now? Type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I was looking through, and I was blown away by some of the time progression of these actors. Like, some of them have gotten real old.
Aww.
Like, I can't remember who it was, but I'm looking at them going, these barely... Like, if you look at Viggo Mortensen, who plays Aragorn, right? He looks totally different nowadays. Like, much older. No, I mean, he's aged. That's part and parcel of life. But just, he's not my Aragorn anymore.
Wow, he looks like Steve Martin.
A little, yeah. I mean, even like Sean Bean looks the same, but like a little bit older. But Faramir, he's gotten a bit older. It's just, it makes me sad. I want these people to be immortal. But the problem is that Elijah Wood has set the standard because he hasn't aged a day.
Never will.
I'm pretty sure he bathes in the blood of like innocence because he's just timeless, like Keanu Reeves. I mean, yeah, it's very, very strange. Sean Astin? I mean, from Stranger Things, he looks pretty much the same as well.
Sean Astin?
Yeah, Samwise Gamgee.
But he's in Stranger Things?
Yeah, it's the not dad, the boyfriend of the...
What?
Yeah.
How did I not know that? And that's him! He's so old!
How dare you?
He was so young in...
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings!
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, it's probably just because he doesn't look like a short little...
Look at Billy Boyd, yeah. I mean, that was... is that Pippin or Merry? It's one of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, right. And Merry looks completely different as well.
That's Pippin, yeah.
Oh, that is Pippin. There you go, yeah. I can't remember who Mary is. No,
Dominic? Is that...
Dominic, yes. Dominic something.
So I recognise him from Lost, I think.
Yeah, from Lost. He's done a couple of things. But, I mean, he's gotten a lot old. Like, there's a lot of grey in his beard now. You know? It's Orlando Bloom.
We're becoming so old.
Oh, I know, right?
Oh.
It makes me so sad. I'm so sorry. I mean, even like the director, Peter Jackson, when he was directing the Lord of the Rings movie, he was a tubby. He was a big guy. In fact, he makes a cameo in Fellowship of the Ring.
Oh, does he?
Not many people know this. So as they're walking through Brill, there's a single shot of him eating a carrot as one of the big burly men in the town. But yeah, anyway, enough Lord of the Rings, enough of that. So yeah, little bits and pieces.
Way to steal my topic, but there you go.
That's what I do. That's what I do best. All right, so moving on. Now, John, I want to introduce you to an epic fantasy series.
I've already read it, Name of the Wind. Yeah, I think you've talked about it for literally 98% of the airtime of this podcast.
Can't help it if it is the most legendary, perfect thing on the planet. No,
okay,
this one is...
Wait a minute.
I'd say...
Lord of the Rings?
No. Well, God, yes.
Or Name of the Wind. You had to delete one from the history of time.
Lord of the Rings. Wait, are you talking about... Wait a second, hold on. Are you talking about the books or the movies?
You have to both go with each.
Oh, you son of a cow.
Otherwise, I know you would just choose to get rid of the Lord of the Rings book.
I love the book, but...
The movies are better.
It's not so much... Yeah, I like the movies. I like the books are cool. The books have extra stuff, but it's more along the lines of... I resonate more with the movies.
Yes, yeah.
But
which would you choose? Which would you choose?
John, this is hard. This is too hard. Oh, this is evil. Can I just choose to be erased myself from history?
And both those things still exist.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Wow. That's hectic.
I would sacrifice my very existence, pleasantly, to save those two.
All right. It's not Name of the Wind. What is this epic fantasy series?
Right. It's called The Wheel of Time, an epic, brilliant series written by James Oliver Rigney Jr., whose pen name is Robert Jordan.
Okay.
Now, it was originally planned as a 6-book series. Now, I have no idea how he was planning on a revolt. I'm up to book 8, and I'm just like, oh god,
it's still set up.
Yeah.
The prequel.
But however, so The Wheel of Time does span 14 books, essentially. And it does have a prequel novel and 2 companion books as well. So, the first book is called The Eye of the World. Now, when I first picked this up, I thought to myself, this is because it's 1984 is when he started writing. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be a little bit out of time. You know, it's not modern. It's not Name of the Wind type of fantasy. It's not a lot of Mistborn type of stuff. It's a little bit older. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'll give it a crack. And I started reading, and it was very, very good. I love the books. It's excellent setup and world building. So, he started out that. Unfortunately, Robert Jordan passed away in 2007.
Oh.
So before the books were finished. But he knew he was going to pass away, so he left a lot of notes for an author a longtime reader of the series and his personal friend, Brandon Sanderson, who we've spoken about before.
Oh, yes.
So there was only meant to be one more book, but there was so much in these notes and stuff like that it was expanded into another 3.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good. Now, like I said, I haven't finished the series yet. I'm only up to book 8. The Winter's Heart or something like that. And it's really good. Now, if you're reading it, some of the names are going to be ridiculously difficult to get your head around.
As Patrick Rothfuss calls it, keyboard smash.
Oh, this is worse. Okay, so you've got Kavoth. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a bit difficult. It's written quite all over the place, but it's short. So, your head can come up with, all right, so this is going to be Kavothe or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. But with these, there's there is Lan Mandragoran.
Okay.
There's Tarman Gaiden. There's so many names in here that it breaks your face. That's
always fun. It's part of fantasy, guessing how to pronounce things.
Yeah, Nynaeve is one of them, right? And you're
might name my child that.
You don't do that. Terrible thing. So what criticism of the book I do have is a repetitive, the kind of theme that comes up.
Okay.
So what he does is he makes light on the relationship between men and women. So, and between men and women and women. So a lot of the, some of the humor will pop up. And it did make me chuckle, the first, 70 times. But it was the group of men is held by Rand al'Thor, Perrin Abara, and Matrim Coffin. Okay? They're 3 Taviran. Now, I'll go through the plot summary in a moment, so we'll get to that. But these 3 guys, they talk about, with other people, and because it's got the internal monologue, oh, I wish I was like Perrin, who knew more about women. Or Perrin's like, oh, I wish I knew more about Matt, who knew more about women. Oh, I wish I knew more about Rand, that knew more about women. It's that type of stuff. And it's the same thing with the girls, Elaine, Nynaeve, and Egwene. And, yeah, it's that type of thing keeps going on and on and on. But regardless. So, the series. The plot summary is thus. Basically, what happens is, trying to think. All right, so there is a woman known as an Aes Sedai, whose name is Moraine, and she goes to a place called the Two Rivers. They don't know what she's searching for, and she arrives in a place called Emond's Field. Basically, she's looking for the Dragon Reborn, which is a prophesized person who's meant to fight against the Dark One, who is chained or sealed away in a place called Shale Ghul and the Pit of Doom. And he's trying to break free. And the Dragon Reborn is meant to fight him at the end time. A place called Tarman Gaiden. So it's all about that type of story. And whilst that is a very short plot summary, the journey is incredible.
All right. Mm-hmm. But the question on everyone's lips is, what is the Wheel of Time?
Okay, so the Wheel of Time is very good. So the whole concept of this book is it derives a lot from from all mythology, actually. But the Wheel of Time is based around Hinduism and some of the other ones, like Taoism, things like that. It's all about balance and duality, because the one power is male half and female half, Sidene and Sidar. And females can channel one half, and males can channel the other, and not the other way around. And each have benefits and weaknesses that the other... It's all about balance, as I say. So the Wheel of Time is basically like this... it's never seen or anything like that. It's a concept. So it's like the wheel weaves as the wheel will. So it weaves the pattern of fate, essentially. And everyone who dies will come again, etc., etc. So it's really good. Like I said, I highly recommend the series because it's a huge series. It's nice and deep. It's detailed. Sometimes it can get annoying as hell. But other than that, I didn't know it at the time, but I have based one of my D&D characters off one of the society in here. So it's very good. I highly recommend it. Give it a listen. The first book is called The Eye of the World. Give it a read, whatever. I've been listening to the audiobooks recently because, like I said, some of the names are real difficult to wrap your head around. You have especially the places. Oh, like the Fars Daramai is a society of maiden warriors. And I'm probably not even pronouncing that bloody correctly. So anyway, give it a read. Robert Jordan finishes it. And he's an excellent author as well. He's brilliant.
You mean Robert Jordan started it, Brandon Sanderson
Thank you, John.
it.
Yes, Brandon Sanderson just crushed it, I've heard. So,
cool.
Give it a go.
All right.
Or suffer eternal damnation with the Dark One's prison.
We've done this one before.
Oh, yes.
But... we're going to bring it back because I won last time, and Adam needs a chance to regain his...
my honor.
Yeah.
You have dishonored me.
Would you like to start first, or shall I?
How about this? We'll flip a coin.
Okay.
No, we won't because... Oh, no, we can't.
While he's doing that, I will explain what we're doing. We are playing random facts. So Adam and I come up with 3 random facts each, and we have to decide whose was... the most interesting.
Well, the one that provides the most reaction and thought-provoking stuff. So it's like, ooh, yeah, that's good. I like that.
You're already trying to make us biased towards the facts that you've got, aren't you?
Actually, no. No. Mine are more
useless.
Mine are just like, oh yeah, that's funny, that's cool. Oh, great work, John. All right, so we've got my Hearthstone coin here.
All right,
so 1, John, you go first. And Gem, I go first. All right, here we go. And flip. You go first.
Whew. Okay. All right. Adam?
You.
Hold up your hands. Now, clap them together. Now, clap them again. Well, just once. But, okay, between the first and the second clap, there were 800 kilometers.
What?
Okay. This is because the Earth is moving around the Sun, and the Sun is moving around the center of the galaxy, and the galaxy is moving around the Virgo supercluster. And the Virgo supercluster is barreling through the universe when you add up all the velocities and compare the result to the cosmic microwave background, which is the closest thing we have to a universal frame of reference. It comes out to about 800 kilometers per second.
Wow. That's cool. I like that. So, 800 kilometers. So, I was going to put one of those facts in where it was if you stand on the equator, you're traveling so far, but I'm just like, no, too yicky. I just want something quick and easy. But yeah, radio. So 800 kilometers per clap. All right. Now, this one I chose specifically for you. Cell phones are full of bacteria.
Oh, no.
While it is unlikely that they will cause cancer or spark a fire at a gas station, as popular lore might suggest, mobile devices have been found to be loaded with bacteria. According to research by British scientists, the average cell phone carries 18 times more potentially harmful germs than the toilet seat handle in the men's room of a public restroom. When was the last time you disinfected your phone?
Yeah, never.
I have done it twice this week.
Oh, well done. I just figure this is helping my immune system. It's possibly why I have weird eczema on my hand now that I come to think about it.
So 18 times more bacteria on your phone than a public men's room handle.
Ew.
Yeah, right? Imagine how many people wash their hands.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, you go.
All right. The existence of the rainbow depends on the conical photoreceptors in your eyes. To animals without cones, the rainbow does not exist. So, when you see a rainbow, you're not just looking at it, you are creating it.
Oh, okay. Radio. Bit interesting. Bit philosophical. Oh, my goodness.
Philosophical?
Yes, thank you. Bit philosophical. I was getting mixed up between metaphors and stuff like that. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad, though. All right. I like this one because it's dark. And
No, okay.
It would take approximately 12 million mosquitoes sucking at once to completely drain a human of blood.
That would not be fun.
No, and that's exactly what the thing said. So yeah, oh God, I'm dying. About 12 million mosquitoes sucking at once to drain you of blood.
By the way, Adam is currently being sucked by 12 million. No.
It's an experiment. We're wanting to verify this fact for you people.
This is the lengths we will go to for accuracy on this podcast.
Exactly. We have never gotten a scientific fact wrong, ever.
According to our own history that we're writing ourselves.
Victors will write the history.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this is my last fact. Let's hope it's a good one.
All right. Oop.
This is called the Monty Hole problem.
Mm-hmm.
So, what it is if you have... you're in a game show, right? There's 3 doors. Behind one of them is a treasure chest filled with $1 million. Mm-hmm. Okay? The other 2 are empty. Now, you pick one, and he's like, okay, but I'm going to pick one of the other doors and open the one that is incorrect.
Okay.
Okay, so now you've picked one. There's one door that has had nothing to, and one door that's open and you know doesn't contain the prize. What do?
I would stick with the door I had.
Okay. That's a bad idea.
Really?
Because if you flip to the other door, you have a 50% chance of being accurate instead of a 33% chance which you had when you made your initial guess.
Fair enough. But in my head...
Here we go.
The statistics work out. 100% you're correct. But the psychology trumps that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because I'd just be like... Why is he wanting me to switch doors all of a sudden?
All right.
He would know where this is. He's trying to trick me.
I've got to be honest. The game show host would have told you when he before it started that no matter what, he was going to do this. So it's nothing to do with your choice.
Oh.
And still the mathematics of it adds up. Okay.
Oh yeah, mathematics adds up. But I'm just saying, something smells fishy to me.
So how does it work, right? Because you could have had any of the 3 when you picked your one. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, because he opened one completely unrelated, you now have a 50% chance. This confuses a lot of people. So the explanation, the easiest way to think about it, if you're wondering and you're like, no, that can't be right, is imagine 99 doors and you pick one of 99 doors. Then he opens 97 of the doors.
That's going to take a boring game show.
Yeah, it's like there's
another empty one. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So then all that's left is the door you picked and
the one with the $1 million.
No, and one of the others.
Oh.
Now, it could have been the one you picked correctly. But which one are you going to pick? You're going to pick the other one because now all those other doors, he didn't cancel it. You're gonna stay, Adam? This defies all, like, probability, science, and mathematics.
I spit in the face of science.
He's not playing a game here. He was gonna do it no matter which one you...
No, he's trying to trick me. They're all trying to trick me for good viewing.
All right.
And he's gonna be like, oh, yeah, I've opened up all these 97 doors that are empty, but you can either stick with the one you've got, which definitely might not have the money, or you could choose the one that's over here, which may potentially not have anything.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Right. Shall we have our final fact of the day?
Yes, okay. So this one here, I find it humorous.
Okay.
There is a basketball court above the Supreme Court in America.
What? No.
Which is known as the highest court in the land.
Nah.
Yep.
That I call rubbish on that one.
Fact.
Nah.
Check.
Highest court
in the land. Basketball.
In the land. Basketball. Mm-hmm. If this is true, I will do nothing because I think you're probably correct. On the 15th floor, no, the 5th floor. What? No, that is not. You edited the Wikipedia page, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well done.
Mm-hmm. So
all right.
There's a basketball court that is above the Supreme Court.
Okay,
known as the highest court in the
so
land.
let's quickly go through the facts. Mm-hmm. Mine was you create rainbows yourself, the Monty Hole problem, and 800 kilometers in between 1 second.
Okay.
What were yours?
Mine are your cell phone carries 18 times more potentially harmful germs than the toilet seat handle in a public men's restroom. It would take approximately 12 million mosquitoes sucking at once to completely drain a human of blood. And there is a basketball court above the Supreme Court, which is known as the highest court in the land.
All right, I reckon the highest court in the land, just because it doesn't sound true, and it's a great one and easy to remember.
Fair enough. I do like the... bloody hell, what do you call it? The clapping one?
Yeah.
Whoops. The 800 kilometers per second. I just like the experiment. The Monty Hall Python... Well, sorry, the Monty Python.
The Monty Python
That's essentially Monty Python, let's face it. And we're really having trouble with our mics today, aren't we? But yes, I will take the basketball. Thank you very much. I will take the highest court in the land.
Well done. We're now even on the fact game.
Excellent. Oh, well, that was fun. Next!
All right, I have got a special surprise for you. I have the soundtrack from a movie that I've checked, and we are technically allowed to play this on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to play the whole song. All right. At the end of it, I want you to guess what movie or TV show it's from.
Well, I know it's a movie because you've already said that.
Oh, nuts. But, and then bonus points, like, if you can't get that, just guess who you think the composer would
Hans
be.
Zimmer.
Oh, you haven't heard it yet.
I'm just guessing.
Well done. Okay, here it is.
Okay.
All right. What do you think?
Okay, so we know that the composer is Hans Zimmer. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm positive, just from your general disposition. And
Okay.
you would never play another composer but Hans Zimmer.
Mm.
So to guess the movie, I want 3 guesses.
Okay.
Because there are a lot. First, the movies that I know he's done. Okay, so the first guess will be your favorite movie, Inception. Is it from that?
No.
Okay, all right. So that goes. Second one, just due to the theme, Interstellar.
Ooh. But Interstellar was mostly organs.
So not Interstellar.
No.
Okay, last one.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'm going to get this, eh? All right. What's another one of his movies? I don't know. Give me a hint.
I can't give you any hints because it'll give it away.
No way, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, this is unfair.
Go on, one more guess.
Wait.
Quick.
Is it animated?
No.
Okay, all right. I'll go with my, not favorite, but in high school I loved it, The Da Vinci Code.
No, it's not that either.
Oh, all right.
All right, do you want to know who the composer was?
It wasn't Hans Zimmer.
No.
All right, who is it?
And I lied, it wasn't from a movie.
Oh, all these false trails. Okay, so it's from a series. Okay,
The composer was actually myself.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I made the song, and I wanted to see if I could pass it off as a real movie soundtrack. And it turns out I could. Yes.
So the whole. Oh yeah, I've technically looked this up, but it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I shouldn't have fallen for that, but
Yeah,
I can't even trust you.
Yes. I tweeted Hans Zimmer, and he was like, "Yeah, mate, I love your podcast."
Yeah, mate. I listen to it every. Yeah, in fact, he's such a bumpkin. He's like, "Yeah, mate. Yeah, no. You listen. You can play my stuff." Sorry, I'm a bit Irish now. You can play it as much as you want. There you go. See, that's his. That was an actual recording from Hans Zimmer.
That's right. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed. The movie will be coming out in 20 never.
20 never.
That's how long it will take before someone uses my music in their movie.
I was today years old when I learned that you could lie to me, John.
Yeah.
I'll remember this.
One final thing before we go. One final topic.
Yeah, I don't know what this is, but okay. Like I see it on there, but I have no idea the context.
I have written the word Dracula here.
Mm-hmm. Which has my attention.
The reason is really simple.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, it's covering his neck right now. I invited him over, wanted you to meet him.
That's what that noise was in the back room.
Hey, look, I am Count Dracula.
Sorry, I was aghast there. My mouth was hanging open. Yes, hanging open. I can't even speak properly. I was horribly aghast. All right. Okay, so Dracula, what's the go? What is
everyone's favorite TV show writers / producers are creating a new show.
Oh, bugger it!
Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss, the creators, or Gatiss. I think it's Gatiss or Gatiss. I can never remember.
I always say Gatiss.
I think it's Gatiss technically, but like it's in a British accent. Oh yeah, it's Mark Gatiss.
Yes. Oh, I do say yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes, I do commission Lord Gatiss.
We can't even talk about a TV show for 30 seconds.
I forgot. So Wheel of Time has been picked up for a TV series by Sony Entertainment.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So sorry, just
way to overshadow my news, but
yeah, you know it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they are making a series about the old book Dracula. Why are you touching my leg right now?
I have my leg outstretched. I'm just like, is that a chair? Or is that John's leg? So I better, rub it just to make sure.
Now, you're reading this book at the moment, aren't you, Dracula?
I've read it, yes.
You finished it, yeah.
I was about to say Hans Zimmer. It's not Hans Zimmer. It's Stoker.
Bram or something?
Bram Stoker.
Yep.
Bram Stoker, something like that. Yep.
That's right. So they're going to make an adaptation of this. It's not going to be like Sherlock. They're not going to move it to the modern age, I don't believe. I think it's all past. But it's being done by the BBC, but being co-produced by Netflix, which is going to be really interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it'll be good, like a new kind of format that they'll be able to produce for. Now, a lot of people know Stephen Moffat and Mark Gatiss from the TV show Sherlock, and they of course also worked together on Doctor Who. So they did a great job of Sherlock. A lot of people claim that it went quite far downhill towards the last season.
Well, they ran out of ideas, but I still enjoyed it.
They ran out of ideas and then started just over the topping lots of ideas. But I think another fresh start is going to be great, because the first few seasons of Doctor Who when Stephen Moffat took over were fantastic and blew everyone's mind and was completely different to what we expected. Same with Sherlock. They took a very old format, which is the murder mystery show, and made it really, really cinematic and engaging. So I'm really looking forward to this show, because it's been a while since we've had something new from Moffat, and well,
maybe you just need to stop and rewind a bit,
And yeah, so I'm excited. We don't know much about it. We don't know the lead actor, but whoever it is, you will hear about them everywhere in every movie in about 5 to 6 years' time. So, like, Benedict Cumberbatch is on literally every single blockbuster movie now.
So good.
And we love it.
So, I am about to put something on our Facebook page.
What?
It is, I've spoken about it before. Good Omens.
Yes.
Is releasing a TV show, a mini-series. And it looks amazing. So the trailer has just dropped. We've put it on our Facebook page. Check it out. Don't be scared. Or do be scared. One way or the other. Everybody will suffer.
I have to say, I saw this and immediately sent it to Adam with the caption, "This is us." Because David Tennant plays basically a, what would you call it? Dark angel or demon?
He's a demon.
Yeah.
Crowley's a demon.
And then he's also co-stars. Who's the co-star who plays
Michael Sheen?
Michael Sheen plays the angel. And the demon's always like, yeah, let's be friends. And he's like, no, but you're evil and all this stuff. And it just, honestly, if they made a movie about surviving the apocalypse the Nerd's Way, this would be it. Because it is about the apocalypse. Not just an apocalypse, but, the
apocalypse.
The one where the world ends and stuff. So
it is going to be so fantastic. So I've just put it up on Facebook. It has literally just been posted. Now, check it out and love thine self.
And now you know how long it takes me to edit episodes based on how long between that being posted and how long it took for this to come out. But, oh well.
Oh, so good. So yeah, check it out, and that should be great.
Well, thank you
Thank you for joining.
All right. Thank you for joining. It is getting quite late. It is 11:04, which is at least 5 hours past my bedtime.
It's true, it is for him. This is like midday for me.
About to have lunch.
I'm gonna go for a jog.
Ooh, really?
No. You know me.
Okay, just checking. Zombie run.
Yeah, no, never happened.
Everyone, we're gonna do it next episode. It's gonna happen.
You keep building up our audience for disappointment.
Zombie run. I've still got the app on my phone, and I'm doing this like...
So do I. It's been on there for years.
Clean out of all the apps on my phone, because I just want to have one screen which has everything that I use, and get it nice and neat.
How minimalistic.
And minimalist. And I'm just like, I keep seeing the Zombie Run app, and I'm like, should I uninstall it? Will Adam ever do it? I'm just like, oh, no. Keep the dream alive, John. Keep the dream alive.
Oh, yep. Live for disappointing you. And you live for disappointing our wonderful listeners.
Oh, why is that?
Because you keep bringing it up, and it's never.
No, that's because I don't want them to be disappointed. It's been months since we first brought this up.
Probably over a year.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, when was that first episode?
It's been over a year that our podcast has been going. I don't actually know.
Toledo.
What?
We're going to check this out, folks.
We started in 1998. It's been a good 20 years.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that. That's cool.
Okay, it was the year of our Lord. 1 year ago. It doesn't show the exact date.
So just 1 year ago.
That's hilarious.
Fair enough.
Oh, well, we tried.
Yep.
Whoa, my voice crackled a lot. That's how you can tell how tired I am.
All right, folks. Well, that's our night gone. Thank you so much for joining in and listening to us. May your roads be travelled in peace and quiet, without the hounding of the dead at your heels. Maybe you flee quick as the wind and avoid all danger and pitfalls on the road.
And don't forget to keep your go bag packed ready with the books, TV shows, movies. Okay, it was. I've got it here. Is it June or July 1st? It's June the 6th, 2017.
There you go. So well over a year.
Yeah, almost a year and a half. And
pretty cool.
Yeah, we really haven't improved our...
Not even a little. Not even a little, but that's what we've come to expect. So thanks for joining, folks. We'll talk to you next time. Have fun, survivors. Yep, just wanted to freak you out a bit.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, yeah. So, cobbling is like the being able to make or repair shoes. And you better believe it, shoes will be important. Except for Pete. He goes around barefoot everywhere. That man's got, like, soles as iron, I think. It's pretty impressive. And I know you're listening, Pete. Your soles are horrifyingly probably rigid. Well done.
I'm sure not all of our listeners know who that is, but I'm sure we'll have him on the podcast in a future date, so stay tuned for that.
Indeed.